home with Tom and Rhonda. You know, as a nurse, we've got to go in no matter what. And I'm on the road right now, headed to Dallas. And I wanted to take you along for the ride so you could see exactly what the road conditions are like and what we're facing.
In 8.9 miles, turn right onto East Street.
If you can see or hear me, please let me know that you're watching and that you can hear me. You'll have to excuse the bouncing of the camera because this is live action. Hi, Irene Turner. Thanks for watching. I'm glad you can hear me. I'm going to be paying a lot of attention to the road, of course, because the streets are very slippery. I'm going about 30 miles an hour right now. And I'll probably go in and out during this whole thing. Hopefully not as much when I get closer to Dallas, but we'll see. My wife's at home working today, thank the Lord. She's able to work from home because of the weather, but emergency room nurses can't do that. You know the drill. We have to go in no matter what. Yeah, can you hear me right now though? I know it keeps cutting off because of the weather, and I'm out in the country right now too. So being out in the country, I'm not going to get as good a signal as I will when I get closer to Dallas. Just call in. That means that puts us in harm's way a lot of time because we're stuck in the traffic, stuck in the weather. I'm making this video so that people can see what it's like when you come from the Terrell area and drive to Dallas. It said if you, on the news, if you are driving from one town to another town in this weather, that you should give 3 times the amount in 3 hours early. Now, as you can see, I'm leaving a lot earlier than that, but it's because I didn't want to get stuck in the dark in this ice. I want to be able to see it. Some people are really driving fast. That's a little bit too cocky because they don't know when they're going to hit a black ice and start spinning around, and then we're all the victims of that. So you'll see me go at a steady pace. Like right here, that middle line going right down the middle of this lane, you can see where it is broken up a little bit, and there's ice on both sides. Hey, from western North Carolina mountains, I'll bet it's a lot worse where you are, Yvonne, than where I am. I'll just bet you. Thank you, Nurse Shark. I will drive safe. How's it going, Ashley? Hi, Mariana. I'm doing good right now. I'm on the road to Dallas, trying to get to the hospital. And I'm going to stay at the hospital, believe it or not. I got a room there. Hopefully it won't be as a patient before I get there, but I've got a room there, and they're going to put me up until Saturday. So that's good and bad. Good because I won't have to be back out on the road if I can just get there tonight. Bad because I won't be home with my wife, and she's home working. So if you get a chance, say hi to Rhonda on Facebook. Yeah, it's crazy here. And the ones that I really pray for and that I really hope are being extra cautious are these 18-wheelers like this one coming toward me right now. Those guys, they can't stop on a dime. I work in Dallas at the ER. I usually don't give out the exact location on YouTube because we have had people go to our jobs and things to visit us, and we can't have company in the emergency room. what it's like right now. And you can see the ice on the trees. You can see the sleet on the windshield as it's falling down. I will, Marianne. She might be on here in a minute once she sees that I'm in live. She was a little bit worried about me. She said, "Are you sure you want to go? Because even if you get on the road, that doesn't mean you'll get there safely. And the deductible's going to go up really high if you have a wreck." And she is so true about that. Yes, that's right. I will FaceTime her. And I might even go live with her. We'll see how it goes. Some people are driving a lot faster than I think they should, but I'm not driving their vehicle. I don't have four-wheel drive. Maybe they do. And a lot of people are just not used to driving on ice, especially when the sun's out a little bit and there's ice in certain patches, but not the entire road. So they get confident, they speed up, and then that turns into a disaster for them. Thank you, Sassy777. If you guys come in and are not subscribers, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. We've got a lot of content coming out over the next few weeks. Some upgrades to our videos and sounds. It's going to be fun. I'm excited. And you can hear the shift in the... Byron, how's it going? I'm in the car by myself right now, Byron. Rhonda's at home working, and I'm on my way to Dallas to work in the emergency room there. And I just wanted to take everybody along with me so they could see exactly how the roads are. I know, Kim. I haven't seen you in a while either. The roads are not horrible between Terrell and Quinlan, because that's where I'm at right now, between Terrell and Quinlan. And there has been a lot of rain, but mainly sleet. And the sleet's coming down. It's been coming down pretty hard. I got a little break in the weather, so I went ahead and left. Here's a bridge. Now, you don't ever want to slam on your brakes, but look at that. See the ice on the road, on the bridge? If you're going across this at a pretty good speed, and you can look over here on the median on the left, you can see if you're going across here at a pretty good speed, you could hit a patch of ice, totally lose control of your vehicle, and be off on the side of the road. That's the last thing we need. Yes, the cars are going fast, and that's because they're in Texas and they're not used to driving this kind of weather. The rain has been off and on, and it has been so much rain that as soon as it gets a little darker, everything's a solid sheet of ice. That's why I don't have to be at work until 6:30 tonight, and that's why I went ahead and left. I'm in the city of Terrell right now. I live right outside the city of Terrell.
Turn right at East Spring Street.
And I'm going to listen to Siri because I asked her for a detour. But it's still said on every single traffic direction, severe weather in that route. So we'll see how it goes. That's why I want to bring y'all with me. That way you can witness the accident and the funeral. No, I'm joking. We're just... Yeah. It's not always very good out here. Especially with this weather like this, building up on the towers, the ice building up on the towers. Has anyone out there now?
Turn right onto East Spring Street. Then turn left onto North Virginia Street.
weather conditions are going to be such that you'll hear me go in and out, I'm sure. But when we get closer to Dallas, it should be better. I'm taking a route that is supposed to be
At
a
the
lot
stop
better
sign, turn left onto North Virginia Street.
when it comes to the weather. So far, the roads have been much better than what they are. If you look down right now, you can see all that's melted. But you give it, if I would have left when I normally do, about 5 o'clock, all this will be frozen by then because the temperatures are freezing right now. The scary part is you can drive in this and it looks like
Go past this light, then at the next one, turn right.
It looks like it's not frozen, but there are patches under there that are, because it's 21 degrees out here right now. It's very cold, and when it gets that cold, the water can look like it's frozen and not be frozen at
At the
all.
light, turn right onto Eastmore Avenue.
So you can see right where I'm at. This is in Terrell, and I'm fixing to go toward 80. Now, 80 was shut down yesterday, but according to the traffic report and Siri, it's supposed to be open now.
In 5.6 miles, merge onto US 80 West.
Just hope for the best. We're not going to get in a big hurry. We're going to take our time. I hate ice storms too, Dory, because ice storms are the one thing that you don't have any traction. If you make a wrong move or you slam on the brakes, you're going to go in a circle and you're putting other people's lives at risk. But this is not nearly as bad. Since I left as early as I did, this is not nearly as bad as it will be in a few hours. All this is going to be, it's going to be solid ice in just a few hours. Melinda, it's 28. Where are you at? What city or state? So now that big truck spun out a little bit just then, and he's in a four-wheel drive dually. So, see, that was right there at the turn. Hi, Karen. It's just me today. Rhonda's at home being safe, and I'm on my way to work in Dallas. Thank you, Sandra, I will. Wichita Falls, Texas. Okay. I used to go to high school in Vernon, Texas. I graduated from high school in Vernon, Texas. And that was just a couple of years ago. You have your AC on, Dory? Whoa. It would be nice to have it that warm here. I will, Deborah. I'm trying to be real careful, and I'm bringing along at least 27 witnesses with me right now to what the weather's like and what the journey's like. Now I'm going to go, see, like this gentleman right next to me that's going ahead of me. You can look behind his car. You can see all the water that's spraying up behind him. And that's misleading. I'm telling you, I've been in Texas all my life, and when you hit black ice, you're going to be all over the road. You've got to drive like you're on ice right now, and that you know you're on ice. Yeah, Mad Martin Productions, I sure did, in the 70s. You know, if we would have had a dance to play in the weather up there, we still would have had to get in the van and go. So I guess I haven't changed much when it comes to jobs that don't care whether or not it's rain, slow, sleet, or hail. Postman's the only thing I haven't done. All right, we're coming up to the freeway at about 4.4 miles. We're going to be on 80 West, and we're still on it now. It's Moore Street in Terrell. But if any of you are needing to travel in this area, go to work, or you're worried about the ice, I know that Nurse Shark's watching. If you you come over in this area, this is what the traffic and the weather conditions look like right now. Some people, like that gentleman's taking off, that's a lady, taking off pretty fast. I wouldn't do that in this weather, guys. It's just not worth it. Take your time. For every minute that you have to travel, add 3 minutes to it. So if you have an hour to get to work, leave 3 hours early. Take your time, be safe, wear your seatbelt, and if somebody wants to go in front of you, forget about road rage. Just let them go. Let them go. It's not the end of the world, but it might be if you get in an accident. So take your time, let people go. Don't worry, be happy. Hi, Heather Hopper. How are you doing? Good to see you, Heather. We've got about 26 people in here and 24 likes, which is a whole lot more than I expected when I just popped up on my way to work and said, hey, I'm going to do a live on my way to work, just to show people what the traffic's like. Did you see that? Now that bridge was solid ice. You might have heard it when I drove over it. It got real crunchy. If you're driving along like some of these people were, and you hit that bridge and that solid chunks of ice, you can lose control of your vehicle very easy. So just take your time. You're right, Karen. You should. I'm even guilty of not doing it from time to time. But hello from the UK. How are you, Christine? Thanks for joining us. What time is it where you are right now? It's 1:33 here. There. What's your weather like in the UK right now? Manitoba. That's got to be Canada. Hello, Coffee Walks and Whatever Club. Oh, that poor guy's broken down. Has a flat tire. They had their emergency flashers on, though. That is exactly right, Heather. At least 10 miles per hour under the posted speed limit. And when I get on those big overpasses in a few minutes, I'll probably do 10 or 15 miles per hour. You have to do enough if they go uphill. You have to do enough to move in a forward direction. But you don't have to go so fast that you're sliding all over the freeway and losing control. Other people are counting on you to do the right thing when they're driving next to you. Yeah, I bet they do drive 10 over. Here, you could be in the fast lane, which is the left lane over here. And if you're going, if the speed limit's 70, there will be people driving 90 and 100 in the left lane, which we call the quick lane, because everybody drives faster in that lane and it's a passing lane. But you can get over there if the speed limit's 70 and you can do 80, and there's still going to be people riding up on you and trying to get around you. It's ridiculous. Okay, I'm going 35 miles an hour now, and I am on 80 west. We'll see where this takes us. I'm really pleased with the traffic conditions right now. I hope it doesn't get worse. I'm so glad I left early. they want to pass me, I'm letting them. I don't care. I see all this right here in front of me. That's frozen for the most part.
Continue straight.
The water is over on the right side of the road. Now there's some water right there, but in the middle, it's mainly frozen. So you see, that's those patches of ice that really throw people off. They don't expect it. That's when they lose control. And I'm no better. It could happen to me. There's solid ice in the middle here. In the middle of the lane, there's
Continue
more.
straight.
Here's a person on my left fixing to pass me. My dad used to say, speed on, brother, hell ain't half full yet.
Merge onto US 80 West.
Now, we're fixing to get on the freeway. We've been on the country back roads, so you guys like Nurse Shark, if you're watching, this is what it's like on 80 West. See how they're kicking up water? Remember, it still has hidden ice underneath that water. That
In
black
19
ice.
miles, continue onto I-30 West.
Black ice will get you, most definitely. I really did not know what to expect on the road. That's why I wanted to go live, so that everybody that needs to go here, thank you, Irene, everybody that needs to drive on this road, this is what you're looking at. This is 80 West from Terrell to Dallas, right now on 80. See that 18-wheeler in front of me? Just swerved a little bit toward the bridge. And his back end is drifting a little bit. And I'm only going 30 miles an hour right now. Speed limit 70. The danger with those big trucks is they can't stop when they need to stop on a dime. And that guy's really riding that shutter bus. He's really riding his tail. And that's so dangerous in this ice. Okay. You can see my windshield wipers are frozen solid. They have ice on them. Knock some of that off. Okay. I'm going 25 now. I slowed up quite a bit. There's people still a little more confident than me, and they're going a little faster. I'm not saying they won't reach their destination safely. I'm just saying that it's not smart, because it puts people at risk if you get too carried away. Okay, see, this 18-wheeler in front of me, he's got the right idea. He's taking it easy. He's making sure that he gives enough space between the vehicles. Proud of him. That's a good driver. We're in Forney, Texas now. So I'd say Forney, Oklahoma. Forney, Texas. Forney's a pretty little city. That's a lot of ice on those windshield wipers. Here's another 18-wheeler going fast. Now, if you look over here, you'll see the ice on the side of the road. That's what the whole thing was earlier. Yes, Karen, you're right. It is nice to be retired. You don't have to worry about getting out on the road if you don't want to. Is this helpful to anyone that's out there right now, being able to see what the roads are? That was my reason for doing it, was to show people what we're driving in. I'm doing about 30 now. I got a long way to go to get to work. It says I won't be there until 2:11, but I'll bet I'm there later than that. Once I get on those overpasses, I don't know what I'm going to be faced with. That's one of those Cruise America rental RVs. RV and cruise around. I've heard they're a lot of fun. Has anybody out there done that? Where you rent an RV from Cruise America and just drive it for the weekend or for the week? We got 28 people in here right now. I appreciate you guys for joining me and going along with my ride. I'm getting a little too close to that 18-wheeler. I'm going to let him go because he knows something. This guy's a smart driver. He's been very cautious the whole way. I won't get off work until 7 in the morning, but in reality, I'm going to stay there, and I'm not going to leave there until Saturday morning. And it's supposed to have the sun out Friday, so if that happens, hello, Andrew, if that happens Friday, it will melt, and I'll be able to go home Saturday and see Rhonda and spend a little time at home, and then I have to be back at work Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, so lots of fun, right? Thank you, Irene. Hello, Kickapoo. Now look over here to my right. You'll see that 18-wheeler. That 18-wheeler has come off the road. See that? There is no way he's going to make up for that. Somebody's going to have to pull him out. Now there's a car on the right here in the median. This is the time, folks. 60s. Wow. I wish it was 60s here. This is the time, though, that you can't be looking at your cell phone. I have my cell phone right now facing traffic, and I'm driving and looking at traffic. I'm not looking at my cell phone. The only time I looked at it was to see that 18-wheeler. But I am not. Lila, how's it going, Lila? She said she didn't get a notification. The notification, check your notification bells, guys, and make sure that you're still subscribed and that YouTube hasn't taken you off. It's very possible that YouTube would have canceled your notification bell, believe it or not, or it took you off as a subscriber off our channel completely, because we've gone down almost 100 subscribers over the last couple of months. Part of it's because we haven't put out as many videos, but the other part is YouTube just deletes you at random times. Yeah, the ice is not good on the road right now, but it's not as bad as it will be in a few hours, so that's why I left as early as I did. I'm taking you along with me on the Texas drive to Dallas from Terrell. We are at 11. You're at 11 degrees below zero. Woo! Man, oh man. Now the 18-wheeler in front of us has his emergency flashers on. So I'm paying attention to him because he knows the road. He's obviously an experienced driver. There it says reduce your speeds on that sign. Icy conditions exist. Duh. Reduce speed with caution. Another thing people don't think about is the ice flies off of those trucks and it flies off of vehicles, and that can break windshields and actually hurt someone that is driving around them. I always worry when we get on these bridges that those 18-wheelers are going to slide over into. It happens all the time, and you have to be real careful. Ron, it is bad. You're right. But I left around 1:30 so that I could be at work early because I don't have to be there until 6:30 tonight. -20 for a high. Oh my God, it sounds like the Arctic Circle. That's what it was all the time. Yeah, see, there's Christine said that the ice thing happened to her and she was way behind the vehicle. A little box truck, the ice broke off and flew into her windshield. So that's a word to the wise. Now I'm going downhill. This is solid ice, guys. Look at that. Solid ice going down this hill. And that 18-wheeler just turned off his flashers. He knew this ice worse in this area, so he turned on his emergency flashers and slowed way down. How about that? Hello, Anna Mae. Thanks for joining us.
Affected area ahead. Please proceed with caution.
See, ice storm warning ahead issued by the National Service. Came over my directions. My Google Maps. Now this guy's way too fast for this area. See? You get a little too confident, a little too cocky. It's only 7 degrees, 8 hours north of me. Wow. We've been on already 32 minutes. And I've only gone, I haven't even gone halfway to work yet. I probably, oh, look at this. That 18-wheeler was pushing me over to the right because he's in such a big hurry. And the guy in front of me just slowed down even more because he knows this isn't safe driving. I have to admit, it's a lot better than I thought it would be, though. Even though it's dangerous, it's nothing like I thought it was going to be on this part of the journey. When you live in a rural town and out in the country, the roads are always pretty bad for the most part because they're not as traveled and they don't have all the sand and salt trucks on them. Y'all speed on, brother, because I'm going to take my time. We're looking at solid ice through here. I was going to work in, it was in Commerce a couple of years ago when we had an ice storm. It was 4 hours to get 20-something miles. 4 hours. Thank you, Irene. I'm going to slow up a little more. You notice when I slow up, I'm not slamming on my brakes. Yeah, we have had nothing but alarms on the news and on the Weather Channel to stay off the road. And it's funny to me because every time they say, do not travel, stay off the road, I'm a little nervous, Helen, to be honest. I'm trying to be careful. Like this guy in the little white car, look how he rode the white line over into my lane when he was right beside me. And every one of them that said, stay off the roads, it's unsafe to travel, said, but if you're in the medical field and you have to be on the road, because they know that the medical field is one field out of many that can't stay home. We got to go. White car has now turned on his emergency flashers because he realized he was swerving on the road, and that blue truck was getting way too close to his rear end because of it. Yes, driving in Alaska helped me a lot. I know that when you get on ice, you don't slam on brakes and you turn into the slide. And any of you guys out there that like to go mudding, it's not a lot different from going mudding. You slide, your tail slides around to the right, you turn the steering wheel into it, you come out of it, but you don't use your brakes. Most important thing is pay attention, watch the other drivers, and watch your speed. Because and the car can take over control a lot better if you're not going really fast. You're right. Some people do drive like idiots. I'm trying not to be one of those idiots. I'm trying to be careful. I don't want to be a patient in the ER. I want to work in it. Hi, T&J Homestead. Glad everybody joined me today. Makes my drive feel a little less lonely. Going from Terrell to Dallas. Now see, that's way too fast, that Kia, because nobody in front of them is going that fast. And that's how you have wrecks. They go so fast and then they slam on the brakes. Heard that! Hi, Randy and Julie. How you doing? Y'all want to go to work with me? This is what it's like at the Dallas County line. Yeah. It's, you can see all the ice over there on the median or on the side of the road. It's built up. That's not snow, guys. That's not snow. It looks like snow, but that is sleet and ice, frozen water that is piled up. Now watch this white truck. He's going really fast, probably 60, in a place that he shouldn't go any more than 40 tops. But they feel confident because the road doesn't look that bad. But the road is bad. It's got slippery places under it. I want to give my hats off to this 18-wheeler in front of me. He's been cautious, courteous. He's watched his speed. He's being kind to other drivers. He's warning people when the road gets bad. He puts on his flashers to let people know that the bridge is icy and everybody needs to slow down. I mean, I wish I knew the guy's name, because I'd call this company and tell them what a good driver he is. We're fixing to be on 30 West in about 8 or 9 miles. Under these overpasses, it gets real slippery under them because there's no sun or anything to heat up that ice. And it just gets colder and slicker. So people can be going along real good and all of a sudden hit under a bridge and then lose control of the vehicle. There's another speed demon. There's a highway patrolman up here on the left. He's got his lights flashing. I don't know if it was a wreck. Thank you, Karen. I don't know if this guy had a wreck or what. But I drove an ambulance enough years in weather a lot worse than this in Oklahoma, Tahlequah, Cherokee Nation, Alaska. I know a little bit more about the ice and how to drive on it than a lot of people in Texas, because I've lived in other places and I had to drive a big box ambulance. Oh, forgive me, that's not police. That sand truck's going out. Brine. The brine trucks are going out. And that's construction workers. If I miss any comments, it's because I'm not watching the phone real good. I'm watching the road. I'm just bringing y'all along with me because, quite honestly, I didn't want to be alone today. I was thinking this is going to be a hazardous drive. I've heard of big pileups on the freeway where lots of cars are crashed. I'm trying not to be one of those. My wife's at home safe and warm and working from her home, and I'm driving to Dallas. Hey, Randy, I will, brother. Thank you very much. I'm trying to be as safe as possible. I'm going to be in Dallas until Saturday, so you and Julie check in on Rhonda for me, make sure everything's okay while I'm gone. I just don't think it's wise to drive back and forth every night in this. The law of averages catch up with you. She is worried. She had tears in her eyes when I left the house. She didn't want me to go. But we've been married 20 years, and I've never called in or shied away from weather like this. It's just, you've got to be smart about it. Now, this is a bridge. It's Sunnyvale, solid ice. If you look down on the road, you can see it shining. That's black ice. That's pure ice. I'm going 10 miles an hour over it. And the truck in front of me, look, his rear end, it just swayed over to the right a little bit. And he's going slow. He's being very cautious. And his rear end slid over to the right. Exactly. Somebody's got to do it. That's right. That's right, Randy. Okay, now here's another area that's going to be dangerous because when it gets dark, guys, this is going to be almost impossible to maintain control on because when it gets dark, you can't see the bad areas for sure. And all of it's going to be a bad area because it's already 21 degrees. It's only going to get colder as the night goes on. We are driving on a road with water and ice right now, which can be more dangerous because you lose traction on the water, and then when you do get traction, it's slippery underneath. We're at Beltline Road and 6 miles from 30 on Highway 80. Beltline Road is a half mile over here. And here's another sign: reduced speeds, icy conditions exist. Duh. Drive with caution, and we will. I've got my seatbelt on. I'm paying attention to the road. I'm entering the city of Mesquite now, which is a lot better time today than I thought, even though I'm going very slow. And I've been a manager in an ER before. I know what it's like when you're having to spend the night there and nobody's coming into work because of conditions like this. You get torn between, hey, this is your job, you knew that you were supposed to be here, and keeping your employees safe. The thing is, when you sign up working in an emergency room, you know that. Thank you, Homestead Love, I appreciate that. Iowa, you're right, you've got to watch out for the other guy. When you sign up for the ER work, anything in a hospital where you're taking care of people, you know what you signed up for. Now see, he cut up in front of me just then. Dangerous thing to do because you know you're supposed to stay 2 to 3 car lengths behind the person in front of you. But you can't do that if people are swerving in between you and the other guy. So they're putting everybody at risk when they're weaving in and out, driving faster than everybody else. Tom Brady, he retired again today. He only gets one weepy, sad retirement, though. This second retirement, okay, let's see if he sticks to it, type thing. But he's been playing ball for 45 years, probably. I know he played in high school. You're right, Randy. Those are the ones you see in the ditch a few miles up the road. And like, see, this car in front of me, for an example, the car in front of me is pulled in front of me and behind that truck. If that truck hits ice, they're going to hit him. If I can't stop, I'm going to hit him. They need to keep the 2 to 3 car lengths behind. Now, he had to take this exit, so I'll give him that. But he's not the only one doing that. Lots of people are doing that. He could have pulled in behind me and taken that exit, and he wouldn't have lost 2 seconds. But instead, he pulled up in front of me, swerved over in front of me, and then took the exit. I just don't get the time difference. It's ridiculous. And there's a lot of snow, not snow, but ice accumulated on the right side of the road and on the left, close to the median. So that shows you what the roads would have had on it and will have on it tonight when all the traffic slows up and the weather gets colder. We've got 43 people in here and 48 thumbs up. That's pretty good. I don't think I've ever had more thumbs up than people in the chat. Thank you, sir. Of the O'Rourke's Littlefield, thank you for going to work. You're very welcome. I appreciate you noticing that. As long as I get there safely, it's a win-win. That's the main thing. I'm taking my time. I'm paying attention to other drivers. I brought you guys along for company. We've been on the road almost 47 minutes. My boss better give me a raise for this. Y'all call him and tell him. Rhonda said, I can't believe you. I brought you along, baby. Hello, Betty Jean. Now see, this looks like it would be safe, guys. Look at this. Oh, my friend the trucker's gonna be going off to 635. I'm gonna miss him. He was a good driver. Thank you, sir. I'm gonna wave at him as I go by here. Stevens Trucking. Stevens Trucking is the company he works for. That guy was a safe driver. Now look, see, this is white and wet and ice, and I'm under an overpass, and I felt the car just swerve a little bit just then. You've got to watch those overpasses because that's really bad. I know that Rhonda's home safe. That's all that matters to me, and I'm going to be safe out here because I'm going to take my time, follow the traffic laws, wear my seatbelt, and go slow. If anybody doubts that, all they've got to do is watch the video. That's why I've got you with me. I needed witnesses. But if you're worried about getting to Dallas, it's not impossible to get to Dallas. You can do it. Do it safely, though. If you've got to get to work and you're in a job like me and Nurse Shark, and you've got to get there, take your time, watch the road. Here's Town East Boulevard. And you can get there safely and help a lot of people. I'm glad Rhonda was able to stay home too. I really appreciate you guys. Treasure Hunter, how's it going? Petite Jean Homestead. Jean River Homestead. Good to see you in here too. I know, Jared's missed. God, I love that guy and I miss him so much. I love all the Crocker boys. I miss them very much. So does Ron. They made our life a lot better while they were next door, just knowing they were there. I could tell you so many stories about, I know people know of when I watch their animals, and little things I did for them because they talked about it, but it wasn't anything compared to how they treated me and how they did my family. Icy conditions exist, reduced speeds. That's what all the signs are saying. Kickapoo Crafty, I'm glad you're checking out our...
Continue on to I-30 West.
Checking out our Texas travels here. I'm going to Dallas. I know the sad thing about it to me is the longer the time is where we're all separated, that it makes us feel further apart. But I try to keep up on their videos, and I watch Simply Southern, and Matt when he's on, and Jason and Jared. Here's Town East. We're in Town East now, for those of the people who know where I'm at. We're under an overpass, and look at that guy. He's driving 90 miles an hour easy, and that one's right behind him. That, to me, that is crazy, 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 because he's good right now. For the time being, he's on the road, but that's the guy that I'll see in a ditch one day, because he wasn't paying attention, and he was driving like there was a perfect weather conditions out here, and they're not. Oh, you lived in Mesquite? Yeah. I know exactly where you're talking about, Americana, you bet. And you can see the ice. I keep pointing it out, but you can see the ice on both sides of the road. And then if you look right down the middle of where I'm driving right now, it looks like water. That's solid ice. On the left, it's water and ice, but in the middle here, this is solid ice. Now you'll hear it crunch in a minute. I know, Rodney, you're right. Slow down, people. They think there's a fire, or they waited until 30 minutes before they had to be at work, and they took off. You can't do that in these conditions, guys. Those of you who are watching them, you'll see what I mean. You've got to take it easy. You've got to go slow, or you're going to be in a ditch. I could be in a ditch, and I'm going slow. Now, this overpass is uphill and a curve. These are the kind of things that I was worried about crossing over. The rush isn't worth their lives, you're right. But you can see how it's wet right here, and then it turns to a sheet of ice. You stay off your brake, and you just slowly go around this curve with just enough speed to keep you going in a forward motion. Not too fast, don't spin your tires. There's no need for that. Just slowly go around the curve. Okay, made that one.
Continue on to I-30 West.
I will. Now we're on I-30. I-30 should have better road conditions, I'm praying, because it's the one where they'll put the salt and the sand on it, because it's a major freeway.
In 6 miles, take exit 47B to merge onto US 75 north toward McKinney.
Okay, there's another overpass. You can see where it looks more wet through here. Seaville. Me on this watery looking ice, thinking that it's all water. It's not rain, folks, it's sleet. So if you're driving on it, assume it's ice, whether it looks like water or not. That color, that black ice color, you can see it, it's obvious, and it's slippery. See, that guy's going at least 70. Why would you do that? I'm going 34 miles an hour, he's doing 70 easy. Almost out of sight. Hi, Linda Peterson. How are you doing? Good to see you, lady. For those of you who are just joining me, I'm Tom with At Home with Tom and Rhonda. I'm on my way to Dallas, downtown Dallas. It's called an emergency room in Dallas, Texas. And I wanted to bring everyone along for the ride so that you could see what the traffic was honestly like and what kind of conditions are honestly out there at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Now, keep in mind, after 5 o'clock, this is going to be a nightmare. It's already below freezing out here. And it's going to get colder and colder, and it's going to be more sleet in the forecast, and it's going to be 100% dangerous out here. That doesn't mean it's impossible to travel, but it means if you can avoid it, avoid it. If you can't avoid it like me and you've got to get to work, just be smart. Pack extra clothes. I packed blankets. I packed clothes. I packed overnight stuff. I packed warm coveralls, gloves, a hat. Things that you don't normally think about packing in Texas, you need to think about packing right now. Okay, Samuel Boulevard is exit 50, it says. That's where we're at right now. 12 Stones Ranch hanging in there with me. Byron, thanks for hanging in there with me, man. All you guys, I appreciate you. I've driven an ambulance for years in this weather, and when you drive a big box truck, they're top heavy. And you have to be a little bit different driver when you're in one of those. You have to think way ahead of time. And so, because of that, I'm a little bit better, I think, than I would have been had I not had that experience when it comes to driving on ice and dangerous conditions. We didn't have any choice. If somebody needed medical attention, we had to go get them, and we had to take them to the ER. Now I work in an ER, and I'm just trying to get to it. I know that some poor guy's in the ER right now, a guy named Pete, waiting on his relief to get there. I don't have to be there until 6:30, but it looks like I'm going to be there a lot earlier. Now this guy's riding my tail behind me, and he's flashing his lights in my face. I have no idea why he would do that. He could go to the left or the right. I'm not in the fast lane. I'm in the middle lane. So I'm going to ignore him. And if I slow up and he doesn't, then I'll see you at the ER. But I'm not going any faster than I'm going. That's all there is to it. He can be a child man. Funny Frog. I wish I was staying at home like you, Funny Frog, if that's where you are. That guy passed me. He can go on. I have no problem with people passing me. Godspeed. What I don't like is when they swerve in front of me real fast and cut me off real close when I'm going slow, or when they pull right up to my tail lights. There's that guy that was riding my butt. He's going around now. Or if they pull up behind me and ride me. Ugh, that drives me nuts. You can see the sleet starting to come down again. It looks like rain, but it's pelting the windshield when it hits it, so it's sleet. It's just melting quick. There's some rain mixed in it. Speed on, brother. The Lord wants me to go slow today, so that's what I'm going to do.
Take exit 47E to merge onto US 75 North toward McKinney.
Okay, so I'm going to be taking 47B exit. Man, there's been a lot of pileups on this road, and it's because people go so crazy fast, then all of a sudden lose control of their vehicle. That's a big part of it. I know it's not the only cause, but it's a big part of it. So why do that if you know that the chances are there? Why do that? Going to 47B, I've got about 1.25 miles up here. This is the route that Siri told me to take that would be the safest and the quickest with the conditions the way they are. And I'm still going over bridges, but the bridges are nothing like they are in downtown Dallas, which is over to my right. You can see the skyline over there. And I'll just turn the camera. You can see the skyline over there. That's where I'm headed. I'll be careful. That's what I'm trying to be. That's why, if anybody says I wasn't, I'm bringing you along for proof that I was. I'm paying attention to the road. I'm not going fast. I'm not going in the fast lane. Get over to the right real quick, because I don't want to be going to the right when I get on this curve. It's not as slippery as it could be.
lanes to keep right and merge onto US 75 North toward McKinney.
That's right. Drive where you're comfortable. That's right.
Right.
Now, I am almost at my exit. And this is very slippery in here. I can feel the car kind of moving around. So I'm trying to go extra slow, but not too slow to get up the hills. Because if you start going backwards, you're losing control of things. There we go. Okay. Making this curve. Okay. Now you'll feel the ice a little bit.
Stay in the middle lane.
Moving the car around. I'm not going to get in the middle lane right now because there's a car over there, but I am going to start slowly
In
going
3/4
up.
of a mile, take exit 1A toward Hall Street, then Lemon Avenue.
See that car, that truck just cut people off there.
Stay in the second lane from right.
Okay, I'm about 5 minutes away from work, guys. So if you're going to go to work at 6:30 at night, it'd be good if you could leave in the afternoon when people have had a chance to break the ice up a little bit. Trucks have been out spraying sand and gravel where they need to. Get over to the left here.
Use the right lane to take exit 1A toward Hall Street, then Lemon Avenue.
Okay, so I am in Dallas. I'm fixing to be taking my exit here. The exits are usually a little slipperier than the freeway when it's like this because they don't put as much sand and salt on the exits, and they're not as traveled as the freeways. So you have to be really careful on the exits. I really appreciate you guys being with me tonight. I'm fixing to come up here to a stop sign, and I think I'm going to call it a night with
In
you.
half a mile, turn left onto Lemon Avenue East.
I got here a lot quicker than I thought I would. Rhonda, if you're still watching, I love you. Be safe and warm. Don't worry about the dogs. I got them all taken care of before I left.
At the light, use the left lane to turn onto Lemon Avenue East.
Fixing to be turning on Lemon Avenue. So I'm in Uptown, the Dallas area. I'll be working the ER until Saturday. Stay here. Try to stay safe. It's real slippery right here. Okay.
Turn left, then turn left into the parking lot.
There we go. There's the tricky part. It's pretty icy. Oh, a lot of slush. Good. A lot of slush. You can get a little traction in there. Okay, I'm going to stop right here and you run a red light. Okay, guys. Thank you very much. I appreciate you being here with me on this trip to Dallas. Rhonda, love you. And everyone that stuck with me throughout this journey, I appreciate you. If you're driving to Dallas, you see what the roads are like. You know what to do. I love you guys. We'll see you next time on At Home with Tom and Rhonda. Good afternoon, everybody. Stay safe and stay warm. We love you.